face!
Hello everyone and welcome back to Captain of Industry. When we last left off, we had some problems with our trains and all sorts of things. And we got the copper furnace array stack done and got that all connected up with the trains, and obviously had some fun troubleshooting with the trains and really didn't get down to exactly what I wanted. Now, in between that episode and this episode, I've been busy playing around with I don't know, beautifying. Beautifying, is that the right word or something? Making things look like nicer to look at and things like that. So I've been playing around with planting trees and just making some roads and things like that, just to give a little bit of extra life. So the coal field, the coal deposit here was finally completed, so I filled that in and covered it with grass so it looks a bit neater. I've been doing things over here. I've cleared away the area here, replanted the grass. I'm currently digging up this layer here to cover with grass. All of this, that was the mountain, the small hill mountain over here, it's all been cleared, lowered down and then covered in grass. We're currently planting a new set of trees here. This is more going to be used for forestry, so that will be cut down. This will eventually probably be moved elsewhere, but we need to start potentially getting a source. And so yeah, I've just been playing around, getting the trees planted. These ones would be permanent, and then just getting some roads in here so that the trucks use the roads more, getting the barriers in, just having to play around in between, just to see what I can make. You know, kind of like make some design in here. There's like some form of car park maybe, or something, just to give it some life. Just to make it a little bit more interesting to look at. I started planting trees here. I messed up. These got planted before here, before this work was being done. As you can see, I am planning to get connected up the farms to the settlement, so that is a permanent, like, it doesn't need to be truck delivered. So this will be something that'll be going on in the background. This is not the main focus. The main focus is to get this started to be redesigned. So I need to rip out the electronics and the mechanical parts section so that I could just fit in the first stage of construction parts. You can see I've already ripped out all of this because I've stopped them producing. I was just getting it tidied up, ready for the episode. So we were going to get straight on to polymer, but I kind of want to start laying out the area for the factory. The iron is still not done, so we do have a little bit of area which we'll still need to accomplish. But once this is back up and things are getting built, this iron's not being taken because there's nothing being produced, so that requires iron, or steel, that is. This is a little bit funky here, only because I just randomly just connected it up to get it sorted out. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun playing around with seeing what I can design. A lot of the trucks were coming down here, so I made sure that they used like a smaller road to get down here, keeping the grass nice and green. They cut the corners here, but they've got a couple of trees planted now here, so hopefully they shouldn't. If they do, actually these two trees are now planted, I can actually grab it so that these guys come to there, and then we can get rid of those plants. There we go. So that should stop them from cutting the corner. Unfortunately, you can't put barriers on a hill. When you do, it breaks the concrete here. So basically I just got to stop them from having to cut across, basically. So I can bring the barrier up to the bottom of this hill, and it should just keep this nice and green. I would have made the effort of trying to get all this green, but then the odd like patch of stone makes it, I don't know, a little bit more fun to see. I kind of want to get these trees planted here, but because it got blocked, I mean, I could temporarily, while everything else is being built, is grab this, just shove it down there so that he can plant the trees, which is this dude that's doing it. Let's get him plant. No. I don't think it actually matters who's doing it, it's just as long as it's inside the boundary box. So yeah, he's going to continue doing that. Where I'm getting the soil from, I'm clearing this top of this hill. It's still not even gone to the layer of down to stone. So these guys up here are collecting the soil for me. This guy's collecting stone. Our progress on the river section is slowly filling out. It's nearly getting done. And then eventually we'll cover that in grass. Clear this hill out. Probably level to the same as this down at the bottom, and otherwise it's going to be just so much more work to level out. So I'll probably bring it out to here or something. These farms will be potentially moved over here once this is all done, but let's get these bits being built over here. So these are chickens and bread being produced here. Let's just get them doing work, and then any excess products will be moved over here into natural gas, which will then, we've got one ready here to accept natural gas. We get that one to empty constantly, so it brings in the extra natural gas into here for the hydrogen to be produced. Obviously only will send it in there if it's required. I might move this down here. I wasn't too sure if I was going to be needing to build more stuff, but we'll leave that as it is. So this is all going to be built. This is all going to be demolished. I've got water coming in. Yeah, that's connected. So I can actually get rid of all of this. So you go bye-bye. You go bye. We don't need the water connected here. Right, over here we kind of want to get things demolished, so I'm gonna just chuck in some bits for the excess. Boop, boop, boop. Where is electronics gone? There it is. It's in alphabet order. I should really realise that. Get those built. We're still going to start with made a stockpile. So hopefully that stockpile is going to be enough for this. So let's scrap all of you. I've got a rubber stockpile over here ready. So basically it's a race against time to make sure we got the production back up for maintenance. So I really want to progress on to getting electronics parts 2, which will have to have redesigned the electronics part 1, because electronics parts 2 take electronics part 1, if I'm correct. Not that one. So yeah, we got the bits for the PCB, plastic, glass, copper, it's fine. and yeah, it takes 12 electronics just to make the 6 electronics too. So obviously we need to get the arc furnace going as well for the polymers. But let's get our new layout of construction here. I want to get this construction part 1 section done, so it's ready. You should be pulling that out. Come on. Plenty of room. Where are you, trucks? Truck is struggling. Where are you trying to go? Oh, I don't want you to, nope. Don't try and get in here, please. So what you're missing, you're just missing the wheat, so let's pull that out. And we'll get rid of that. And we'll just plumb in this wheat line in. Come on, disappear for me, please. We've not got any roads coming down here, but we'll make it so it's that to that. And then plumb you in. And we'll need a small ramp just there so that they can access this section for the salt. And I think they can drive underneath these, can't they? Yeah. So why are they saying, what are they wanting to do here? Told it not to, no, go. We should be able to access that. Oh no, there's a low. Okay, they can't access them, that's fine. That's not a problem, that's not what I wanted anyway. So that's all done. So let's order some chicken. So I needed to increase my reputation with one of the settlements to level 2, which I've already done. So we can order some chickens. 530. Just gonna buy a small amount. I think they're probably no. Can I? So go into other farms. 10. Yep. Okay, not 10, but that should start producing eggs eventually. We've got feed coming in from our corn, so this will be doing our bread. Extra feed will be going out here, which will prioritize from the bakeries over once the chickens have started to populate a little bit more. Bread's going into there, that's fine. What were you a bridge for? Meat. Oh, which is already connected. Okay. Alright, we'll let them plant those trees before we get the other farms connected, but we can just get these guys built. I think we can get the potatoes in at least. We don't need so we need to move that bridge over by 1. Do that. And potatoes are on. Where are they? They are the bottom line, and then they take the bottom line through here. So this guy. We don't need to worry about the because of the bridge. Unpause you. Don't need you guys anymore. That can be emptied. Just build you, get that connected up so that potatoes start going into the storage, which means that these two can be built. I think I have not set them up for their products. I need to do that on both of them. Potatoes should start rolling in as normal. So we don't need them to be delivered. What we can do is upgrade this now. Upgrade you. I've got the belts for it now. Not the belts, the parts. Oh, right. That should start working. Oh, you're not actually connected to anything. There we go, that makes more sense. And eggs are coming out, good. So eggs are going down onto this line into here, into the storage. We're not going to put them into the settlement just yet, so potatoes can be removed from here. Let's not allow export there, please, and I don't care for trucks. Bringing the products directly in, please. Because obviously I want to put settlement buildings here. Right, so let's get this started because we don't want to get too distracted regarding not having the parts being constructed. So this is construction part 1. And we're then just going to copy how have I done this? So this is making 2s, which then potentially goes off into there. So we just need this bit here. One away, one away. Flats conveyor into there. So that means I have direct control. I can tell them to just concentrate on making the one item. You need to be still. No, I didn't change the right one. There we go. So yeah, I'll just design it like this. There we go. That will do. So this one will require steel, concrete, and wood. We need wood here as well. I'm going to just use the lifts just to make it a lot more compact. I mean, it's not good early on to do something like that because it's so expensive. There we go. So wood. Turn off the snapping. I haven't made a decision exactly where the wood will come from, as in the direction. But I kind of want the ability to be able to drive down the side of this building. I'll really make it 5 wide to match just the smaller type of road that I've done. I mean, if I was really like obsessed, I would make these roads straight, just make full-on things, but this has already been laid out and I can't really destroy everything I've done to do things again, so what we do need though is some form of way of getting the materials required for each of these, so this can be built. So this requires electronics, this requires steel, these require steel and concrete. So obviously we want the belts to come in, so this is requiring, see if we can match. So this would be level 2, so level 2 would be steel. So we're going to leave a gap. Oh, there's the gap there. So that's two-way. So it's about there. So that needs to be somehow still. Let's get rid of that one there. Into there. No, I need to move it over. Because these drop down. Now I want to know if I can change the level of when they come in. How high can that go? Okay, no. Alright, that does work. So I could convert this to be... Ready? I need to really get quick on this. Before... I've still got like 1,000. I just put that warning on there to alert me to it, so... okay. Let's get steel... So we want level 2 going in that direction, connected like that. You go. I need you removed. Out my way, please. Ugly belt that I put in temporarily. So, flat lift. Come on. Thank you. No, I didn't tell you to drop. You'll just have to go round you for now. Oh, really badly round you. Okay. So you actually need to come out by 1. Like this. And you just go round him for now. Right. The priority isn't the construction parts just yet. The priority will be the mechanical parts and electronics. Which they are really in the way. So My next solution is if I have priority lines bring it down here and then prioritize with splitters, balance it, sorry. I can then balance it, but then it's just going to cut through here, so I'll take it round the back. Where's that ramp? Ramp's there. The only other solution is bring it down here into here. My plan has not exactly gone to plan. Unless I can squeeze something in here temporarily. No, I can put it in here. No, it's fine. That really does consume electronic parts real quick, doesn't it? Let's get rid of those two once they're done. Let's say we plonk you there for a second. Steel for... So it's literally just the one line, but let's mirror the opposite of this so it looks neat. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll probably leave more room for potential more, because the demand will go up. So if we bring in the belts, it just needs to be, well, let's mirror so it looks neater in my general opinion. Flat lift. No, that way. No, no. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Right, unpause you guys. Get you built, please. Let's get the mechanical parts started. What I could do is actually I will put an actual storage here for now, and then just make sure I leave the room for expansion. So it's just going to mirror. It's going to be like that. So mechanical parts, build. And then just what comes out by 2. Oh, well, it just goes in the end, doesn't it? Get that built. Pause, pause. I don't think I'll have enough people. And this one's ready for the next construction parts. Let's unpause you guys and that. So you also need concrete to come in. So concrete I've got here, which you got steel. You need steel. I don't care. Stop. Stop, please. I know there's an option to disable the auto, like tell the trucks not to deliver products, these type of things. But I want to deliver the woods probably. So concrete. Into this one. So we've got concrete here at the moment. It's just being transported back and forth. That's not. This will be set up with a train, and the concrete will be moved. So, what are you trying to reach? Oh, I just realised that was meant to be a road connection here. Never mind. My plans. Let you. Sorry. I guess maybe it's not going to be a road there, it's just needs to be somewhere else. It's fine, I'm restricted because I've not opened up this area. So, and you're low, you're fine. These are now being produced, so that's good. Let's get concrete in. So we can put that on to level 2, I guess. Whereabouts does this land? On this line here. Not level 2, but level 3. What should I put on level 1? We haven't done a level 1. And we don't need copper or anything yet for... put this in. I will play around with the where the things land. Oh, actually that did it practically perfectly. Okay. So concrete is needed into here. Oh yeah, we needed the wood, don't we? So that will go into there, which this one will be rotated round. Rotated round. Rotated round. And then we'll bring wood on level 3. Which I haven't really figured out where I'm going to put the wood. Get that unpaused. Let's get rid of the likes of you, because you're really ugly and in the way. We'll need to move. We need to move all this wood storage out of the way. It's in the way. And we'll need to copy you here. Build you over here. We're not usually eating wood chips that quickly at the moment. But guys, I need you to work as quickly as you can, please. All the trucks just coming in. Right. Sorry for the little bit of gap there, but something was going wrong with my recording software, so hopefully it's all fine. So yeah, they're moving everything over now. Right, that's on 2 speed, just let that do. And what I'll do is I'll move the maintenance to down here. And we need to consider with recycling at some point. Let's see, small ramp bridge. It's not going to be the right size for my road there, so I'm probably going to use a lift to get those materials in. Let's keep it 2 away. And then some lifts coming into these guys. So I kind of wanted to get that correct. Well, maybe I don't have this road down here. Yeah, no, let's scrap this. It looks a little bit silly with it just ending there, so let's just have it as an access point. They'll just drive down here if they ever need to come down here for any unusual reason, and I'll just redesign this ramp here and have the road coming as far down here and come down the side here. Yeah, that's the way I'm going to do it now. So let's get the be that. And then what I'll do is I'll unshove this large storage there. So I've got room for let's build these, get these built so that they can start. And then I'll have the electronics on the other side. You're not connected. Ah. Right. You need to be electronics. Do. Electronics. There we go. And you need people, which Yeah, we'll get that sorted soon. Let's pause you, and we don't need this being produced at the moment. We'll get the people back in a mo. What I can do is unpause you, start getting some new people gradually. That's what I've been doing. I haven't been letting the beacon do it. I've just been waiting over time. Yeah, you should be the big belt. And I'm guessing you're the same as well. You're the small belts. Let's get the upgrade tool. We'll just do it like that. Upgrade. Alright, you're... Get rid of you. What are you missing? You're missing now the electronics, so I'll have that come up as a splitter somewhere. You get rid of you, get rid of you. Waste unity there. Okay, right, so the recipe, you're gonna be where are you? There you are. And you, copper, don't connect, please. So I need to get you connected. Must be the same transport. It's the same transport. Yep. So copper can come in. And I've just trapped all these trucks. Whoops. You. Let's just get rid of this. I'm not going to do it manually for each one. Come on, out you come, please. I need you to do something big to, I need something big for you to move. Right, let's get wood. No, because that's going to be where the road is, so... Well, mind you, I can have it right up against that and there should be enough room. And they should be able to deliver the goods. When required. So, rubber. And you can beat wood. Why? I don't know. Want you to keep. Thank you. You built, and you built, and then I can get rid of these guys. Right, you trucks are now moved, so I can now replumb this in. Rubber, you'll need to just flat lift. Unpause you. That should be. This needs electronics, doesn't it? So we'll need a line to come. Back down the middle here. So we'll want a balancer here. Balancer. Priority out for that, and then it's still gonna be too high, and then come across. And then connect into there. Build you. I think we're safe. We've got plenty of room to... I just connected the wrong thing. Can I empty that, please? Quick remove. Build you. And build you. that should, once that's filled, then it will start going down that belt and into making level 2s. Perfect. Right. Electronics parts. Now, I'm probably going to make a temporary one until this is done, so that I can use the rest of this land to make the extra factories. So I'm just going to make a temporary setup to get the research unlocked. So the arc furnace, I would prefer to put it up at the top with the rest, but I'm just gonna plonk it here. So it requires sand and coal. And then graphite, which we got to produce down by the docks. So graphite, you can be coal, and then you can be sand. And then that will make enough for 2 of these, which require hydrogen. And that takes out slag as well, so let's do that. Slag, how much pollution? 24, we'll just put in a normal pipe in there. And then we'll need hydrogen. Pipe. That needs to come up by 1. And that will produce the polymer for these guys. We also need the production of electronic parts. It's 12, so technically we have 2 of these. Polymer 6, that takes 18. So we'll do a temporary, just a temporary. I want to get the research unlocked and see exactly what we need. So this takes copper, plastic, which we've got by the dock at the moment, and glass. Meant to have gotten this started on last episode, but yeah. Is polymer flat? It is. That, and then we just need electronic parts.
Once I know exactly what we need, I can then start setting up a better stack for it. Yeah, I think that's good. Glass, plastic, copper. They don't really have access to the copper. So I'm going to just run a line. Down here, but my trees are slightly not where I want them. They are... Let's produce just a chest, and I'll sort the trees out. I'll get you built so the copper starts building. And then you guys start... Oh, I'm out of red. Okay, so we need the electronic parts to really start building up. What were you meant to be? Electronics. That costs 4 megawatts. So we need to sort out no supply of vegetables. What's low? Supply of vegetables. Oh, you. Don't need you anymore. Because I sent them all over here. It's typical. Put you in here. You can go. Get corn in here. Vegetables. Okay, cool. We're on the slow speed, doesn't help. Let these drain over time. Actually, we can just get rid of them now. Oh, cancel you. How's my eggs going? How's the meats going? Meat's coming in slowly. Guts are coming out. Natural gas is being filled. Any excess materials are just being burnt off into materials. Into natural gas. So the farms will keep on producing and will be turned into compost automatically. I'll get these guys plumbed in. Because at the moment they're just, yeah. How much corn do they eat? 11. So the demand is low. How are my chickens doing? They're absolutely full. Cool. Once this fills, that needs to be upgraded when it can. These need to be upgraded as well. They're on the slow speed. But yeah, we need to wait on construction part 3s now to finish this, but yeah, temporary setup. Once I'll get this cleared out by the next episode, filled in, and then we can work about building the rest of the factories that are needed. So we've got what the household goods factory. We can get rid of these two once they're... Yeah, I'll do a little bit more landscaping. But yeah, I think everything is now safe. So we've got our new farms connected. New food products going in. We need a lot more cornfields to be able to keep this going. The only other problem is the lack of food. I'm not going to import. Please don't import the corn now. I need it to keep being produced on animal feed. Yep, so as I said, get this cleared out. And then I'll be able to start putting in the extra factories into this location. And yeah, I think it's gonna... Then I might do a little bit more... beautification. So I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you and goodbye.